Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for making us your choice right now. Spending time and viewing or watching this video. So yeah, my name is Vince SP, and I'm your host. And I'm not all by myself. I'm rolling with a lady here. Hello, who are you?
Hi, what's good, everyone? My name is Ontatile China Gudimela, every inch a queen.
Yes.
Welcome to it. This is the Express Online. Finally, we've made it, Vince, after such a long time, but we're here.
Finally, we're here. How was the week? Anything that caught your attention?
My week was quite good, but there was a lot of buzz and everything. News were coming out.
Yeah.
But one thing that caught my attention this week has to be a guy by the name of Hamilton Ndlovu.
Yeah.
So, funny enough, Vince, this guy posted a video. He recently purchased 5 different cars for him and his family. And he kind of posted that video. I'm not sure if he posted it or someone else did. But, it reached our attention, especially on Black Twitter. And he later released a public statement apologizing for that video. And I was like, why are we apologizing for being great? Why isn't black excellence celebrated? I mean, that mere statement, it broke my heart, because for someone who is black, I felt inspired,
I think he wasn't supposed to apologize.
I
mean, if I worked hard to buy all those cars, a car for my wife, a car for the family, and my car, a car for my mom, why do I have to apologize? Apologize to who?
For what?
What do I owe you? I bought my cars. I only owe the cars if I didn't buy them cash. But when someone buys 5 cars, definitely bought them cash. And I really liked what Somizi had to say about all of those. So let's listen to what some Jeezy had to say.
There is Mama Esther Mashlangu, black child. There is right here under your nose. There is, and it is possible, and should not be questioned.
Exactly.
I hope that sunk in. Stop it. Stop with your black Twitter mentality, and this black Twitter thing must also end to have a negative connotation. Black Twitter should be about black excellence. Black Twitter should be about black support. Black Twitter should be about black celebration. Black Twitter should be about nothing but positivity. Let's not think of black Twitter and think of negativity. Let's change the narrative of thinking black Twitter is only about dragging people. So and so must fall, so and so must die, so and so must be cancelled. No, so and so must rise, so and so must thrive, so and so must live, so and so must succeed, so and so must help each other, so and so must help one another, so and so. That should be the narrative here, Black Twitter. I'm done. Let's get.
I am done.
So that is some Gaga also like weighing in, with regards to all this black Twitter that is taking place, during the week when people are bored. Sometimes they just drag everything
and everyone,
which is sad.
Definitely is.
Our
own people.
Yeah, what caught my attention during the week is actually South Africa saying they will be working with NASA. Yes, so South Africa.
Going to space now.
We are also exploring Mars.
Woo!
So we know NASA is this administration service where they go on space and they check out all this fascinating things about the space and stuff. So now South Africa came out during the course of the week and said, guys, we are partnering with NASA. So we'll be also helping them, and I think there will be, a station that will be set around, Eastern Cape or something, if I'm not mistaken. So it will be there, and then this will be, used for us to add with our 0.5 knowledge, of what is happening, in Mars. Because I'm one of those guys who are very much interested about, can we really have lives
live in Mars?
Is that even possible for us to go there? I mean, the trip from here to Mars is going to take you 7 months. 7 months from here, Earth, to even to travel to Mars. 7 months. That's how hectic it is.
The most expensive trip.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you have a guy like, born, Pretoria born, but currently based in the US, Mr. Speaks as himself. Help me with the name, the guy who's doing Tesla cars. Tesla cars. No, man, you should know this entrepreneur.
I don't
You should
know.
know this Elon Musk. Elon
Oh.
Musk is that guy who's championing this thing to say, guys, let us explore life
Yeah.
out of our own space, out of our own earth. Let us
Yeah.
go to Mars.
I mean, it's high time that we push boundaries, and I really love it. I mean, to see where we'll be in the next 30 plus 40 years.
It's shocking though.
Yeah, maybe even our future generations won't even live on Earth only.
True.
Yeah.
True that. So let's check out some of the comments that we have on our Facebook post.
All right.
Guys, we are also on Facebook, which is our page is The Express Online. So like the page and also share the page with your friends. So the question was what caught your attention, obviously, and we see guys weighing in on several things. But I guess Unta, before we can actually go to the comments,
Yeah.
let's look into the highlights that took place during the course of the week. What are some of the highlights that took place during the course of the week? We saw on Monday, it was the 25th of May,
Yeah.
which was Africa Day. Anything you did special for Africa Day? Nothing.
Vince, to be honest, why are you saying nothing?
I'm asking.
I
You just
mean-
share a picture of Africa and say Happy Africa Day.
Happy Africa
and that
Day.
was
I mean,
it.
I posted it.
Okay.
Happy Africa Day. I'm with my people in solidarity.
Yeah.
But I think I really didn't do much. I
Okay.
just watched the Africa Day concert on television.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I could do. But otherwise, I felt proud to be African. I learned a little bit of what I could, and I enjoyed the concert. And that was a pretty cool initiative.
Okay.
So now, school me. What did you do?
I joined this WhatsApp group, about they started a WhatsApp group for Africans.
Why didn't you tell us?
No, man. So I had to go in first, then I will notify you guys after. So the group has close to 257 members.
Whoa.
And is African, young people. Some
Yeah.
are old, some are some are young. So I have, now I can say I have enough African friends.
brag, please.
So I have a lady from Namibia by the name of Sharon.
Interesting.
So she's now my friend. I have another one called Mohamed Nibio.
Nibio?
Mohamed Nibio from Sierra Leone. There's also Vivian from Kenya. There's Maria from Namibia. There's Jaffa from Morocco.
Whoa.
I also have a friend called Maiteku from Niger.
Maiteku.
Niger.
Niger.
So these guys, they view my status on WhatsApp, and I'm like, yeah, man. I'm talking to Africans now.
Yeah,
Now, not
yeah.
just only a few. And I feel with this ideology, for us to explore and talk to everyone, we can be able to bring down the borders.
Yeah, definitely.
We
And
can.
I think as social media definitely does do that for us. It gives us that platform.
It gives us that
to
platform.
kind of explore and talk to whoever across not only the African continent but worldwide.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything, Vince?
In terms of,
Like from your friends?
yeah, I mean, well, we are learning from each other. For example, from Monday, June in South Africa, we are going to lockdown level 3.
Yeah.
And I was talking to someone from, I can't remember who, from Namibia, and she was saying, what is level 3?
Whoa.
So I had to school her that, no, actually we have, 5 levels in South Africa with regards to our lockdown.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we don't have that. It's just lockdown.
It's
That's
just
it.
lockdown, quarantine, yeah.
Yeah, so bit by bit we are learning, this and that. So I'm looking forward
I mean,
to it.
we need to kind of bring everything back,
Yeah.
connect with each other. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so me and my friends, we're rolling.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you say they're your friends, do they know that, or is it just you?
They know, obviously they know.
Are you guys friends? Is it?
And it's funny because I was supposed to, have them on the show,
Yeah.
some of them, via the Zoom app and stuff. And most of them were like, so you ain't ready? I said, yeah. But don't worry. They're like, no, Vince. We're not
Yeah.
doing radio anytime soon. So some are still scared, but they'll be joining us soon.
Hopefully we'll have to chat with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level 3 was also announced during the course of the week.
A lot was said.
Yeah, a lot was said.
lot
On
was
Thursday, the 28th of May, where we saw the National Coronavirus Command Council, sat down and briefed the media and said, guys, definitely the 1st of May, this is what will be happening. So we saw the sale alcohol. finally, for the first time,
Yay.
most guys are happy and looking forward to Monday.
Yeah.
Guys are looking forward to Monday. Like, you know, I mean, I saw one guy who was saying, but why doesn't this, you know, places that sell alcohol take our orders? Hey, you know, in the meantime, guys.
I also saw a post of someone who was there Monday morning, 3 a.m.
You can't.
And that's captain, like, we're
But
waiting.
I think our government was very much tactical about this. You know, let me
Yeah.
tell you what. Let me continue reading some of this. You know, this thing. So, sale of alcohol in licensed premises will be permitted.
Yeah.
Right. That will be from Monday until Thursday, between 9 a.m. and also 5 p.m. So there won't be any sales
Working
after
times.
working times.
Working times. Smart.
So if you buy alcohol when you're from work and you knock off at 3 or 4 or 5, you won't be able to.
Yeah.
Will you be able to give someone who drinks alcohol and give them their money?
No.
So what are you going to do?
You have no choice. But you really don't have it. And remember, they'll be limiting. You know, so when you can't say, I want the whole bottle store.
No.
You
can't.
have your own little packet.
You can't.
So yeah.
You can't. So restaurants will still remain. They will open for only
Drive-through.
delivery services only.
And drive-through.
Yeah, only those, you know. So that was the lockdown that was announced. And then we also see, you know, funeral attendance will be limited to 50 people, you know, nothing more than that, you know, nothing more than that. And also churches. I think the biggest one was the churches.
Oh, the biggest one was the churches. I don't even know how to feel about that one because I live with my grandmother as well. So imagine her at her age, you know, she will be exposed to a lot of things, although there'll be precautions taken. But, I mean, the government was pretty inconsistent with upholding rules and regulations. If you can open for churches, why not open parks and recreational centers and restaurants and everything else that needs to be opened? And then limit or put the kind of restrictions you placed on churches in those kind of facilities. You know, so I feel like if we really want to reach out to God, then we can do it via Zoom. Or we can WhatsApp it, we can, you know, do something. But this pandemic, during these times, there's a lot of, I don't know how to feel about
I think we are still locked down, you know. I mean, like, if you can look into the measures that are being placed into this, they are still tough. So hence why you hear a church like ZCC say, we're not going to even, you know, reopen our churches.
the Muslims,
you know?
as well.
Also, you know, I think Prophet Bushiri as well said, no, people are not supposed to be coming through because Bushiri actually has been online. So why doesn't everyone go online? You know, he has been churching on Zoom. So it has been happening. Right? Right.
So, yeah, I actually don't know. I don't know how to feel about the whole church situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And also, sale of tobacco is still banned.
Yeah.
I was listening to a very interesting conversation between, I think, the head of tobacco, something in the tobacco department. He was taking the government to court regarding this matter. Why are you allowing people to sell alcohol, and why are you forbidding people from buying tobacco? And there was an interesting man, I actually forgot his name. So he's like, you know, when people they used to smoking, now you didn't gradually
Phase
it out that they're not gonna smoke anymore. Instead, you just completely
and the
cut
thing
it
that
off.
they still buy smoking, they still buy, you know, cigarettes.
You know, so it's kind of hard, but yeah.
What has to be done has to be done. Another story that actually caught everyone's attention, or, you know, it was a headline during the course of the week, was actually the man from US, Minneapolis, you know, who was murdered. I want to use the term murdered, you know, by a police officer by, you know, choking him by putting his, you know, knee on the neck for 11 minutes plus.
How?
This is police brutality.
An unarmed man.
Yeah.
A black man of that matter. How do you do that?
What was funny, I mean, to show that racism is still rife across the world, CNN went to cover the story. I was watching this yesterday. You know, CNN went to cover the story. Obviously, you dispatch a team when you know, go there. but the only black person who was on that team was arrested.
What?
Yes, the only the black guy, it happened to be a reporter, was also arrested during the entire thing. You know?
Yeah.
Why are you arresting the black guy only, not the whole team? And he did show them the accreditation media and say, but I'm from CNN.
I'm from this place.
He was
yeah.
still arrested for that. So basically, he was arrested for being black.
Vince, it does not matter whether you're a very powerful man or whatever. The fact that your skin is black, you automatically are a hazard to them, and therefore they feel they need to suppress you, to oppress you, whatever they can do, and it's so wrong. I was actually thinking about it that I'm not sure about the stats, but why is it that we weren't experiencing all of this when Barack Obama was in power?
It has been happening. It was.
But it
not
was
that much.
lower.
Yeah.
Now it has accelerated to the point where it's public. They're ruthless. They don't care. It's in your face, and they don't even care if you take video. They don't care. It happens. How can you scoop so low that to think that a person is not even human? You know. So that was very sad.
It's sad. So I think we need to also play some clips to hear what some other friends of us feel about what happened during the course of the week.
Sure.
Good day. My name is S01E01, author of Dad of a Side Chick, Makwapeni. Two things caught my attention this week. The first one is the matter of Floyd George in the US. It caught my attention, and I think everyone all over the world. I'm very saddened by what happened, and it's not the first time that black people in USA are being treated like subhumans, and I don't think enough is being done to solve that issue. It just shows that a life of a black person is very cheap. The second one is the president's address. I think it was on Tuesday, where he opened churches. I think it was very reckless because with this virus spreading, we're not supposed to be gathering. I mean, I respect other people's religions, but they can pray from home, which I think there's nothing wrong with that. Now I think the president is showing his weakness as a leader, because as a leader you cannot you cannot please everyone. He's trying to please everyone, and I think that's a sign of a very weak leader.
True.
I mean, not everyone will be happy with the decisions, and as a leader you need to say, this decision, as much as people want me to do this, I cannot, because it's going to put people's lives at risk, and they will run to churches for healing, and we know it won't end well.
It won't end well. It will end in tears. It won't end well. So another clip. I really like this one. Listen to this one.
Hi Vince. So what actually caught my attention during the course of this week? It was actually yesterday when I went to buy methylated spirit. So I went to the shopping center to buy at ShopRite and Spar, and they did not have that. Okay, I thought, okay, that's actually kind of funny. But and then I went to our local spaza shops. And when I got there, I asked this Likula that was selling me this thing, and I'm like, dude, I need the methylated spirits, I don't have. And I'm like, are you seriously serious? Yeah, police told us to actually stop selling it. So I'm like, these people banwa bajuju or banwa takonyesi or whatever, mixing it methylated spirit, really barbolaile. This thing, I use it for my lotion. So it's scarce now because of Batu Balongkori used it in a manner that was incorrect, and just barbolaile. So that's what caught my attention yesterday.
Did you know that
I
methylated
didn't
spirit
know.
was actually stopped from being sold?
No.
I didn't know as well. I didn't know as well.
I only know in a few shops they stop certain products from being sold.
Yeah.
Like they tape them out. I think it's things that people would normally jump to buy.
Yeah.
So instead of having that large crowd of people going to buy the thing, they actually stopped. They said, these we can't sell, these we can't sell.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But otherwise, I didn't know about Spirit.
That just came out. So another story that took place, we saw Sjava leaving Ambitious Records
About
in the entertainment
time.
space. So Sjava is gone from
He
Ambitious.
is gone. And I liked it that he did it in Zulu.
Yeah, I mean,
Like a true Zulu man that he is.
he always
Yeah.
does that.
He did it in Zulu. Angafakanga in English. He heard it in Zulu. But then honestly, it's about time. I feel that record label has gained so much bad publicity,
Yeah.
and it misuses its artists. And there's a lot of drama, around that kind of record label. So I think it's about time. MT left. He's even suing them for his royalties and everything like that.
Yeah.
Pretty Ugly left. A lot of people left. Aries left. So
It was bound to happen.
leave King. Yes.
Menzin Kubani as well, one of the best actors that we have in the country. He has been. You know him, Gazbu?
From Generations.
Oh,
Ngamla.
Ngamla. Yeah, Ngamla.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I watched all these telenovelas, so I'm gonna pa. Woo! From Menzi. I think he was known as Menzi or what? I forgot. So we know that he hasn't been feeling well.
Yeah.
But then he still goes there to do his acting. So on I think it was on Tuesday, where he was trending on spot number 1 on Twitter. And for the longest time, people were like praying for, Menzin Kubani.
Hashtag
And
pray
now
for
we were never sort of, oh wow guys, what is happening? Is he dying?